Hey, welcome back to Common Sense, the show that we talk about different things with the Ohio Valley Bank, one of our great partners here in the region. Today, myself, Brad Bapst, along with Ryan Mapes are here. Ryan, it's starting to get close to that time of the year again, right?
It is. We're right on holiday season. Today's Halloween. Before you know it, Thanksgiving and then Christmas.
Right, it'll be November, and boy, the holidays sure do come fast after that.
I know. I can remember back in July, I was afraid for football season to be here. Well, guess what? It's almost over.
It's almost over. Some of the local stuff's already done.
You know, high school football ended, and now it's time to turn our attention towards other things.
Right.
For the
rest
get to go trick or treating tonight for kids.
Right.
It'll be fun.
And all the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, and our favorite time of the year, Christmas.
Absolutely.
So that's good.
Yep.
Well, and speaking about Christmas, that kind of gets us into one of the things that's going on this time of the year is Christmas, and obviously Christmas is more about giving than receiving, obviously, and things that we can do for others. And today, from Ohio Valley Bank, we have Angie Kinnaird and Brenda Henson with us. And they're going to talk to us a little bit about a different program that Ohio Valley Bank's got going on. It's been around for a little while now. It's really gained a lot of success in the region. It's their Christmas Express program, where they kind of do a big toy drive for a lot of the underprivileged kids in the region.
Yeah, and that's such a great thing because I hate to say it, but the area that we live in, Southern Ohio, I know a lot of families are below the poverty rate, and I mean you can see it every day. But what a great thing for the banks to in the communities participate and come together and have a program like this that Ohio Valley can be proud of. So.
Right, and it's a great thing. And Angie and Brenda, we're really glad to have you on the show today, and we welcome you to this program. And we want to give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about some of the really great things that you're doing with the program there through the bank. And maybe we could start out a little bit by having each of you tell us a little bit about what you do with the bank and maybe your relationship with the bank, how long you've been there. So if you could both share a little bit of that information with the audience, we'd love to hear about it.
Okay, I have been with the bank for 30 years. I am the manager of customer service and new accounts, and it's just been a real rewarding experience for me to be there. When I first started, I thought I'm not going to last 5 weeks, but I've been there 30 years. The Ohio Valley Bank's a really, really good place to work, and I wouldn't trade my experience there for anything.
Hi, I'm Angie Kinnaird, and thank you for having me on the air today. I have been with the bank for a total of 21 years, and Brenda and I are, I guess, partners in crime. We team up quite often on various things, and the Christmas Express is one of the things that Brenda had a dream about one night and come busting through the door one day and said, "I have a dream, let's do this." So, and that's where this all began.
So how long ago was that? How long was the program?
We started the program in November of 2010.
Okay, so it's been around a while.
Mm-hmm. This is our sixth year.
So, maybe talk a little bit about that first year when you started the program and some of the challenges you faced and, the successes that you achieved, and, did it really achieve what you were hoping to accomplish with it?
Well, the first year that we first started, it was, we had, of course, go to all the big people to get it approved. And they looked at me like, "You want to fill a semi truck?" I said, "Yeah, I want to do that." And so then we called Bob Foster, that has a trucking company in the area, and asked him if he could spare some trucks. We needed two trailers, and he said sure. And we have one at our Jackson Pike office every year in the parking lot, and we have one at the main office. And we put a big old sign on the trucks and that says Christmas Express, and donations are welcome. Then we had to go around through the community and we talked to several of the merchants and asked them if they would like to donate toys and We handed out flyers, and of course we have a Christmas parade every year, the first Saturday in December, and we took that semi-truck down through the parade and handed out flyers with all the information, and we really had to promote it the very first year. And it just kept growing and growing, and we've been there ever since.
So is this toys only, or is it a clothing drive, or could you tell us a little bit about what all is involved, or what all can be given to the program?
It is primarily a toy drive. However, in years past, we have also purchased and donated coats with the toys. So each child in previous years, the toys that we supplied to the children also receive a coat.
Great.
Now, is this something, you're really are looking for toy donations, but, if individuals are interested in donating money to the program, is that something that you in turn can reinvest that money in purchasing toys if it's, a matter of time as far as somebody going out shopping and buying things?
Yes, we do accept cash donations. A lot of times we never know from year to year what the age groups are until we receive our applications. And we receive our applications through the Body of Christ Ministries outreach. And what they do is they go to all the local schools, and they give out applications, and the nurses at the schools, they kind of filter these applications to the less fortunate children that they know that are really needy, and they give a date that when these applications have to be turned back in. And all of these applications are filtered through the Body of Christ Ministries, and then here in the next week or so, they will give us, our applications. And sometimes we never know what our ages are. They can go from zero, from infancy, clear up to a senior in high school. And so we have asked, we like to have the smaller children, because people that donate usually donate toys that are, for the smaller children. But however, if we get the older children, then that's where the cash donations come in, and that lets us go out and buy toys that are more appropriate for the older children.
Okay, sure. Well, sounds like there's obviously a bunch of work involved in the whole process. Probably a lot more than whenever you had that grand vision, 6 or 7 years ago. Now it's really evolved into something that's really takes a lot of time and manpower to operate.
Yes.
Okay. I said this seems like obviously it's a very involved program,
Mm-hmm.
and it's probably more than just the two of you can manage through the toy drive. Do you have other folks at the bank that are employees that help out along with this program? And maybe do you have some other community volunteers that help out with the program as well?
We do. We reach out to the employees every year at Seeking Help. We do have a shopping day. So all of the cash donations that we receive, we schedule a shopping day, and we have about 6 to 10 employees that go with us, and we shop for the toys and for clothing. It just depends on what the request is. Like Brenda had mentioned earlier, we get applications. So a lot of times on the applications, parents will be specific at what the children's needs are. So we take those applications with us, and we form groups, and they go and they shop for those specific children. So we do, and then we also have the evenings after shopping. Each evening that week, we stay 2 or 3 hours each evening, and we sort and bag everything up for the children for the preparation for the following Saturday for distribution.
Okay. I said wrapping the presents. Are the presents all, do you have to individually wrap all the presents, or do you just kind of bag them up by the order that's been put in for that individual family or child and distribute them that way?
Well, the last year we've asked for, instead of asking for maybe 60 children's names and applications, we've asked for like families. And we try to take care of, if there's like 4 or 5 kids in a family, then we want all those kids in that family, because we don't want to give toys to some children more than what the others would receive. So we want to kind of keep it even. And we do not wrap the toys. We kind of leave that up to the parents. so they can kind of see what the children are getting. And, you know, if they do go out and buy for the children as well, they're not going to do repeats. And so we put all of the toys for all of the families in the commercialized clear plastic bags. We just bag them up in these big bags, and they come in and pick them up.
Now, I know that Ohio Valley Bank has a large footprint. Is this the only location that this is taking place, or do you have and if so, do you have plans to expand it to other locations in our region?
The Christmas Express is primarily for the Gallia County area. However, a lot of our other branches, such as in Jackson County, Pike County, even in Cabell County areas, they do their own Christmas donations, some of sort, and distribute out into the community as well. Not on as large a scale, but they do also do the same type of program.
Sure. Or collect everything that you've collected. A little bit about the distribution process. Is it done through the church you were talking about, or is it done locally at the bank?
All of the things that that people donate, once we hand our flyers out, usually customers will come in and see, and they will bring the toys and everything to the bank. And we usually take care of our 60 names that we are going to be getting this year. We will take care of those 60 children ourselves with the donations where customers or employees or people that's given cash donations, we take care of those ourselves.
Okay.
And supply them with their toys.
Okay.
So when does the distribution start? Do you have obviously you have a timeline you have to fit in. Of course, Christmas always comes on the 25th of December. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're ready or not. It always comes.
Yeah, we will accept donations all year round because we always need money for the project. So as far as when it actually starts, the trucks will be arriving at the branch locations within the next few days, hopefully. And then we will have our deadline to cut off the program to accept donations for this year will be December the 5th, which is the Monday following the parade, which we will be also in the Christmas parade. Then we will have our shopping day on Tuesday the 6th, and then we will have our distribution so the parents can pick up the items on December the 10th.
Okay.
Then that'll be here before you know it. I mean,
Yeah.
that is right on the corner.
It's creeping up on us.
Yes, really fast, really fast.
So when does your distribution take place? You try to do it just in the few days before Christmas or the week before, try to get it out to the families so they can make their preparations?
We will actually have our distribution on December the 10th. Yeah, that allows a couple weeks prior to Christmas, and that's following our shopping date as well. So on December the 10th will be the distribution for the parents to pick up the items, and we do organize to have that done at the main office lobby.
Okay. Have you ever tried to put a value to all of the donations? I know you can't exactly put a value with it because a lot of them are gifts and things like that are donated, but do you have a rough guess as to how much the community donates toward this project on an annual basis?
Oh wow, I don't even know if I could put a number on it. Brenda, do you? Our lobby gets full, the main office lobby gets full from one end to the other practically with toys and donations. On top of that, we do also receive the cash donations. I don't even know that we could ever even put a number on it.
Well,
but we're
like
tremendously grateful for what we get.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Well, you can't put a value on it because of what it does mean, to those families that are impacted that can utilize the items that are donated. So, but it's just another sign of, what community members here in Southern Ohio mean, and how much we do really look out for each other and care about each other. It's obvious this time of the year when you see things like this happen. So.
Well, it's very
Are there any
hard.
ways you could enhance the program, make it better, make it stronger, bigger? Do you want to make it bigger?
Sure, I say the bigger the better. You know, just getting folks to donate. You know, if it's affordable to them. Of course, we don't want to put anyone out if they can't afford it. But getting folks to donate, whether it be cash or even just a small item. Mm-hmm. You know, just that the smallest little item will lighten a child's day, because otherwise they may not get anything. So even the littlest, tiniest things that we can put in the bag for the child, it's just, you know, it's a grateful feeling.
Sure. Yeah, and that's so true. I have 3 kids myself, and you know, they have actually, my little youngest one just had a birthday this past weekend, and you know, she got gifts and whatnot. But like when we go to chamber dinners or banquets and bring home the little gift bags with pins and, you know, just even the smaller items, they're just as happy with that than they are the bigger gifts that they get. It's just something new to them, something they can use, and you know, I know they really enjoy getting little things like that as well.
Yeah, children, you know, they just appreciate anything. If
Yeah.
you have nothing, they appreciate a box to play in, you know. But it's very, very heartwarming when you see these parents come in and to see these children pick up, you know, when they come in to pick up the gifts that we've donated. We've had parents cry, and, you know, they're so grateful, and it's very touching when you see the families that really, really appreciate what you're doing.
So, you know, how if a community member wanted to volunteer to be a part of this program, what would be some things, or how would they be able to do that? To sign up to volunteer, to help out, to be a shopper, or to whatever's needed.
Mm-hmm. Sure, you know, we can take all the help we get. Like I said, we do have employees that lend a hand and help us out as well. If anyone is wanting to help or donate or help shop or anything, they can reach out to myself or Brenda, and we can most certainly put them to work.
Yep.
So, you know, you said this has been going on for, you know, 6 or 7 years now. Obviously, it's probably as big right now as it's ever been. Is that correct? Your program?
Yes.
More and more people,
and
since it's been going on for 6 years, more and more people, they're you know, they know about it. You know, the longer you do something, the more it gets involved, the community gets involved in it. So it is starting to get out, and it is, every year they're starting to come around saying, when you're going to start your Christmas Express, and, you know, they are getting more involved.
Right. So, and, you know, and unfortunately, there's probably, you know, at times more and more need, you know, especially in lieu of the recent few years we've had with, you know, the economic problems our country's faced, and we had a lot of people out of work. So we've had, you know, a lot of kids that have been impacted by this. So it's probably good that more and more people are getting involved to just kind of continue to fill that void.
Well, and that's an interesting point. And could you tell us if you've seen an uptick in the number of applications, or has it kind of remained steady over the years based on just the employment situation in Southern Ohio, or in Guyatt County?
Last year alone, now this was the whole organization with the Body of Christ Ministries, they furnished toys for around 1,500 children, and that was just in Guyatt County. And that has increased in the last 6 years.
And that's just one organization.
Yes, they have other sponsors that come through and help them. You know, they have, you know, different churches and organizations that come in and get names as well, you know, just like we do. But a total of everybody involved, they have furnished toys for around 1,500 children last year alone.
Wow, that's a bunch. And do you know what that number might have been when you were first started? I mean, I guess how has the program grown, and especially the part, you know, that Ohio Valley Banks worked with? You know, obviously you weren't able to do that much the first year.
No.
And but it's steadily growing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 times as big now as it was when you first started, or?
Well, the Body of Christ Ministries have been doing this for several years. As a matter of fact, I believe it used to be called the Angel Tree Project.
Okay.
And the first year that we kind of delve into this project, we were just kind of on our own. We really weren't partnered up with anyone. We were just taking donations and distributing them to different churches and things like that. And then it was prior to our second year is when the Body of Christ Ministries reached out to Brenda and I and said, hey, let's team up. So then that's when we started teaming up with them, and they send the applications to the schools and to the school nurses, and they receive the applications back, and then they distribute them to us and various organizations within the community to help support these children. So it was our second year that we teamed up with them. As far as how many children they have supplied in previous years, I don't know that I have a number for that.
I don't either.
But there is growth. We do see some growth each and every year, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, and I'm sure, and obviously that makes it a little bit easier on your side for the program, because, going out and identifying all those families in need would be quite a task.
Yeah.
And it's easier to focus on one thing, like the collection of the items and the collection of the funds to supply them, rather
Right.
than trying to go out and search for what you don't know is there, or where it's at, or who needs it the most.
Right.
So sounds like a great partnership with that organization.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's worked out extremely well for us.
Yes.
Yeah, and the partnership, I think, can only strengthen what you do and the efforts that you put forth. I know a lot of places around here, it seems like just here at work get probably 4 or 5 letters from different organizations asking for similar things. Mm-hmm. And you'd love to give to them all, but there just comes a point where you're like, oh man, I don't know if I can. But like Brad said, where you can have multiple organizations join and work for a common cause, I think it only does good things to strengthen that program.
Right, and it's just the whole division of labor thing that applies across every business. You let somebody focus on what they do best, and it makes the program more successful.
Absolutely. Are there any words of wisdom you'd like to get out there? I know we're running a little bit low on time now, but any thoughts, any additional things we didn't cover as far as how to the program itself?
Where to go and find some more information if you're wanting to donate, or?
Well, if they're wanting to donate, they can always call the Ohio Valley Bank and ask for Brenda Henson or Angie Kinnaird. We'd be more than happy to take their money or their gifts or whatever they would like to donate. We'll tell them where to come to.
And I would also like to add that we have a special account set up for the Christmas Express. So anyone that comes into any of our branches that would like to make a donation, all of the employees know what account to put that money into, and so they don't have to actually contact us. Another thing I would like to add, with our Community First project, we have special debit cards, and a portion of the money goes to the Christmas Express if you come in and get a special debit card that has the Christmas Express logo on the front of the debit card. That can be conveniently printed at the branch.
Okay. So as you go out and do your daily business in the community, you're contributing to the Christmas program by just using that card.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's great. That is great. So
And that's good to know that there is an account out there that, because I mentioned before, how many branches does Ohio Valley Bank have, or how many counties does it cover?
We have a total of 19 branches.
19. So, yeah, I mean, that just, as you get out farther and farther, if people can watch this video or hear about the program, if they can learn about it in any way, and they are Ohio Valley Bank customers or not and want to make a donation, that's awesome that they can go into any branch and you have an account set up for that purpose.
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's good. It's obviously a great program, and it's a great benefit to the community and especially all the underprivileged children we have here in Southern Ohio.
Yeah, it really is. And unfortunately, that's one of the needs that we have. And it sounds like you guys are doing a lot to take care of that need. And I know I appreciate it, and I know Brad appreciates it.
We all certainly do. All of us are involved in different organizations, and we see the need there. And as all of us grow, maybe a little bit older in our age, we do realize that there is more to the holiday season than ourselves. And a lot of times now that we get to the point in life where we have what we need, and if we can bring a little bit of that joy and happiness to others, that really is probably some of the most rewarding things we can have during the holiday season.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
But anyway, well, we're out of time for this episode of Common Sense. And again, we'd like to thank our special guests from Ohio Valley Bank, Angie Kinnaird and Brenda Henson, and for joining us. And obviously, if you want to learn more about the Christmas Express program, you can stop by any of the Ohio Valley Bank locations, and they'll be able to help you out. So until next time, this is Brad Bapst,
Ryan Mapes,
and we will see you again on the next program.
Thank you.
Thank you.